Guys, it's Josh from Stray Angel Films, and I'm here with one of our newest pieces of gear. It's the MoVI Pro. So this is pretty exciting. It's an upgrade, the next generation of the MoVI line. So it improves on the M15, carries the same amount of weight, but it offers some really nice, new, convenient features that solve some of the problems. First off, all the wires are now run internally inside the carbon fiber. So you don't have a bunch of like random stray control wires all over the place that get caught on the camera and stuff, and that's really nice. One thing I really like as well is that it now comes standard with this ring unit. This was an optional upgrade to the M15, but now the MoVI Pro ships with it. So it's got a top handle, it's got these movable sort of, I guess, I don't know what you call them, hard stops. And what I really like about the way they set it up is it's got feet. So now, instead of having to set up a C-stand and hang it off of the C-stand with the like device that they had, you're able to just set this down when you're operating. Set it down on the floor. It's very nice. A lot more convenient for operators. It's got a built-in screen, so it gives you a lot of controls over the gimbal that directly on the gimbal itself. Before, you were setting everything with iPhones or iPads, and that was a little bit clunky. So it's really nice to be able to just reach here and set the auto tune or whatever the next setting you need to get at is. So probably the most exciting upgrade is this hot swappable 25-volt battery system. So this not only powers the MoVI unit, but can also be used to power the camera and just about any accessories you need to put on here. It's got P-tap out, USB out. It can be used to power your focus, iris, and zoom motors, and it can power the camera directly. So in theory, you should never need to turn the unit off all day as long as you got batteries to hot swap, which is really, really, really convenient. Freefly has also worked with Red to integrate their RedLink protocol into this system. So using the Mimic controller and Red camera, I'm able to adjust things like ISO, shutter speed. I could even set up playback right all through this controller right here without ever touching the camera. So that's a really nice feature. So as with the other MoVI units, the MoVI Pro offers a variety of different control methods for controlling the camera movement. You know, I've got my cinema controller here, so that's giving me focus and iris control. But I can also use the joystick over here to go left or right, up or down. Then I can put it into majestic mode, which follows the movement of the actual unit itself. So that's really cool for single operators. Then, if I want, I can switch the cinema controller to mimic mode, which allows me to use the cinema controller with its built-in mimic functionality to guide the camera. Now this is really cool because not only do you have control over just about everything with this one controller, you can put this on a tripod. And then if you mount this on a jib, you can pan up or down and get some really nice controlled movements, and it's essentially a remote head for a jib or for somebody carrying it. So that was actually the feature that when I saw that, I was blown away. I said, we got to have one of these because it's really cool. It adds a whole nother level of functionality to the unit. So last but not least, the new MoVI Pro comes with a mimic unit. So previously this was only available in beta, I believe, and now this is sort of the final product and it ships with the unit. So what I can do is I can flip this into mimic mode. Oops. Now it follows me. And this is really nice because if I have a wireless monitor set up, it's essentially like fly-by-wire video game, you know? You can watch your monitor and you can see what you're doing, and it's got a really nice response, and it's a really cool feature. So I'm very, very impressed with all the stuff that they've added. It's got a ton of great sort of quality of life improvements. The torque motors are stronger, so the response is better. The whole unit boots in 2 seconds flat. And it's got an auto calibration mode, which only takes 10 seconds to get everything dialed in and ready to shoot once you have the camera balanced properly. Generally, it is the nicest, easiest to use gimbal that I've ever worked with, and I'm really excited to see how you guys like it. If you have any questions about the unit, please feel free to give us a call, email. Check us out online at www.strayangel.com. Thanks very much for watching.